is going on, everyone? Slightly early because I was slightly late. Sorry about that. Hope you're doing well. Let me know if you can hear me. And we've got lots to get through in a very short space of time. And let's go. So, guys, just to begin, I'd like to remind everyone who's on this live stream tonight, even though I'm early, we're going to make money. And the thing is, there are tons of economic data. I mean, tons of activities happening. You've basically got the job market now holding us back. That's what we're looking for. The job markets will be out very, very soon. CPI is looking good. Elections looking good. And alts are taking a beating because the BTC dominance is still up. But when BTC basically pulls back, guys, you get this massive, below $70,000 right now. But you can see how, if you zoom out, how close we are. This is why your alts are absolutely being wrecked today, because you got dominance. It actually peaked over 60%. So with that being said, I'd like to get through a couple of things. Look at altcoins, look at our altcoins and see where they are. And wow, everyone's here. Brilliant. Ziggs, Patriot, my brother, one of the best portfolios in the game, loud and clear. Adam is well in the building. I hope you're well, Adam. Yo, guys, listen, honestly, any dry powder you have right now, just use it conservatively and do not play around with the portfolio. I think it's important not to mess about with the portfolio, which is when I've been kind of looking at what the alts, I mean, I haven't actually updated all of this, but when you consider where altcoins can go, literally, I think you start to realize that, look at the total 3, look at the election, look at what's going on in crypto in general, the adoption that's happening, and you start to realize that, guys, we're very, very, very early to this next leg up of the cycle. Talk about a few particular projects, but yeah, let's just go through our alts at the moment. Don't really care about the rest. We look at our alts. Layer 1's down 5%. And would you believe Kaspa is the only green layer 1? It's funny. A few days ago, Kaspa was dead. It's showing us, a bit of resurgence. This thing has been up, 124% for the year. Last year, it did incredible numbers. Right now, it's up for the day, which is great. Up for the hour. And I told you, Kaspa is not going to drop below 10 cents. But buying opportunities, I mean, there's some alts here that are obviously in an unbelievable buy zone. Tectum is one of them. BasedAI is down 10%. Still very, very small market cap, hovering around $2.50. And you got the likes of Alf here. Alf is what? 119.5. It's very good. XLR at 71 cents. I think that's a fantastic buy. If you never got the signal for the one, I think it was 54, 58 cents. You've got RWA layer 1 here in dusk. Still well below. When the mainnet launches, it's gonna do pretty well. But Sui is, anyone who's holding Sui knows, like even the dip that I kind of posted a few days ago, this thing is gonna be, it's the chosen horse, guys. Whether you get this under $2, you buy this, you bought this at the early entry that we've made. If you're looking for that unicorn this cycle, don't be too picky. DCA, anytime the price of Sui dips, and buy the ecosystem as well. All right. And interestingly, Say is another one that I monitor quite heavily, because I think Say will do okay for a large cap. So our layer ones are doing not too badly overall. I mean, they're down 5 5 and nearly 6%. Where the real blood today was I don't know what the Welsh coin is doing here. Let's just remove this. I need to add some DePIN projects here, but some of the AI projects here, you got AGI, DAI. Of course, we talked about BasedAI, AI Tech as well, sitting Welsh coin. Why is AI Tech coming up as? Yeah, so Solidus AI Tech here at 8 cents. Very, very good. And you got the likes of DAI. Now, if you look at BasedAI, DAI, of course, you've got the entire Tau narrative, but any retracements, this is something that I would kind of dollar cost average into. Like it's up 63% for the month. But yeah, it's looking really, really good. Well, it's not looking good from a chart perspective, and there's a lot of fear in the market, but that's because we were way too greedy. Gaming is another very, very interesting area here. There is one more big carrot unlock. I mean, not one more big carrot unlock, but they start to become more steady. I just posted it into the Discord today. But yeah, carrot is another one that I'll be looking to DCA into because it has real metrics for adoption. Like the number of holders is way, way smaller than the likes of MAVIA. All right. So yeah, it's looking good from a buyer's perspective. Let's just say that. So yeah, I'll come to you guys. We'll talk about the potential of these altcoins. We'll look at them from the potential returns in terms of the ones that we kind of have. Most of us in the chat in the portfolio will have an exposure to one of these or some of these. Sorry. So we'll talk about that. And for me, the fundamentals haven't changed. So if I look at, for example, we talked about layer ones, Kaspa, Sui. I would say they are in the firm 10x region. And then you've got obviously things like Axelar. I think Axelar can do 15 to 20x. And then you've obviously got some micro caps here like Zealous, which are really 50 to 100x by default. I mean, very, very risky, high returns. So guys, it's not the time to panic. I'm always going to remind you, we survived 49K, right? A week before the election. Who cares? It's just time to quietly buy and use your money for the larger sell-offs that undoubtedly will come in in this coming volatile week. I think it's going to be incredible. But if Trump gets elected, I can see us going absolutely nuts. Like really, really like going ridiculously parabolic and then having a sell-off towards the I would say probably the inauguration. All right. So look, things looking good, man. Like I'm not fearful that BTC will have a larger correction. If it does, then the alts that we hold today will absolutely get blown into smithereens. Yeah, alhamdulillah, bro. I'm doing really well. Hope you're well, Hamza. Hope the family is well. Crypto is a scam. Sell everything now. No, you can't sell anything right now, bro. How low are we falling? How low? What if Trump loses the election? Yeah, that's the narrative that I posted, if you remember, in the private group. So there was an article that I did the other day, and I think it was pretty spot on. Literally, just the permutations, guys. Nobody actually knows. You got pretty good people at macro analysis. People like Benjamin Cohen, and there's other people that go microscopic into it. But fear is always an opportunity for me, especially in this market. You pay attention to the macro. We've even got like a dedicated macro page on our private group. But that exact question, I've actually done. What was the title of it? I think it was. Let me see. It's a very, very good discussion point. really, like, where could we go? And just reminded myself that I did this article here. There's a copy of it in the Discord, by the way, under the updates page. So literally, so what I was saying here, and this is quite relevant in the sense that obviously Bitcoin dominance near 60. How will this impact our alts? You can already see what the answer to that is. And obviously market's going through on, a significant shift, gearing up for the next leg up. Very, very important to always remain like, we're not going to just make money like that, guys. We've got to sweat for it. And at the moment, currently out of the 14 out of the top 50 altcoins have outperformed Bitcoin in the past 90 days. Only 14 out of, the top 50 altcoins. I mean, that's quite interesting in itself. ETH overall has been lagging. We know that. In simple terms, Bitcoin is going to be viewed as a safe haven no matter what happens, right? No matter what happens, when Trump wins or when Harris wins, you're going to see alts actually react to that way, way more than we're expecting right now. So basically what I was saying here is right now there are just over 15,000 trackable. There's millions and millions of coins, tokens, but out of the active currencies, in terms of the overall crypto market cap, we're expecting 9 to 10 trillion this cycle. I think that will be, it would be fair to kind of 3x where we are right now at the time of writing this article, around 2.2 trillion. So that takes us into that region, $9 trillion. And then, of course, the Bitcoin market share at the time of writing this article, more or less the same, 59, 60, and some change. Now, what's key here is, of course, in the past few weeks, dominance has been on the rage. But that's okay, because that's exactly what the money flow goes to. That's why I think, if you're some of you who want to get some really good pumps in the cycle, I think holding a large cap, at least one, is from a profit perspective, it's also a good idea to hold up your portfolio when we get the corrections, but also you get to touch the bag quicker. People don't talk about that. Money goes from Bitcoin, Ethereum, large caps, and that's exactly how it's going to play out. And since we play in the micro cap game, it's going to be a lot more harder, but we stand to gain the most, if that makes sense. It's incredible, right? So the money flow is going to be active, and whenever we see Bitcoin dominance coming down, I mean, my personal benchmark for the dominance is up to 70%. Now, some people say, oh, you won't go there. I have a halfway point, a halfway house for alt season trigger, which is slightly lower than that as well. But that's exactly what's going to govern. You're buying an Alephium or a Tectum or a BasedAI. These are all small cap crypto projects. Some of these will go more hard, driven by narratives, but I'm talking about true alt season when everything goes stupid. When you wake up one morning and your $100 investment turns into $4,000, for example, and you start to become more kind of arrogant. You look at your portfolio in fear just purely because of the numbers that it's showing you. And I kid you not, this cycle will be no different. So basically, I continued with this, and shout out to the community, because like this shit takes forever to write, but it's worth it. So what I was saying here is, as election season nears, macroeconomic factors will heavily influence the market. Impending results could lead to change in monetary setting. Yes, we are on top of everything else that's going on. There's the whole kind of the Fed and how the pivot turns out to be. That's something that's going to be within what's going on with the election. That's actually a key factor of us moving forward. And then again, Bitcoin, we can have the most volatile week. Meanwhile, investors are becoming more risk averse, favoring Bitcoin stability over altcoins, unpredictability. And that's what you're seeing right now. Like, if there's any change in sentiment to a Harris win, and it could happen, by the way, I've never trusted polls. Like, yeah, okay. What was trumped up by, these prediction markets? That's all fine. Elections are there to be manipulated. So you've got to be ready for blood. Now, this is when the extra money you have on the sidelines becomes very, very important. And altcoins facing challenges, with Bitcoin's expected to continue benefiting from the market volatility. Altcoins may see minor gains or major dips. However, the long-awaited alt season still seems a little distant for people. Okay, while altcoins could experience slight momentum boost, their performance largely hinges on the Bitcoin's movement. And I said, for me, alt season won't arrive, unless post-election policies favor altcoins, technical Bitcoin dominance drops, after touching up to 70%, indicating potentially overheated market for Bitcoin, to the point where people take profits and start to dabble into the top 100, and then of course come down the risk curve. And that's going to happen. That happens every cycle without a break. That means we have time to buy. We do have time to buy, guys. And when you see all of these headlines, oh, you must be all allocated. Yes, we're 90% allocated, I think, most of us. So that's a little take from what I was seeing in the market. And I think it's time to play this game. Let me share my screen again. It is time to understand where certain altcoins are likely to come in this cycle. So I'd always say, eat from the top of the table, and then, as always, go down heavy into the risk factor, because I think there's going to be some of our projects right now will be absolutely mental. Absolutely mental. And then obviously, I think one of the more important videos that came out this week was Alex Becker's video. I couldn't recommend that enough, guys. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it. And, he's somebody who just says it how it is. And most people will be planning to sell in an overheated market towards the depths of the bull market, at the height of the euphoria, and you get wrecked. So when it comes to expectations, yeah, projects can touch 50x, 100x, whatever, but be realistic with where you want to get out. And I think this helps us to measure, if something is like 30 to 50x, what's the minimum you're willing to walk away with to make life-changing money? If you flip 10, if you flipped $1,000 into like 40, 50, I don't know, $100,000, when are you likely to call quits in the cycle? So yeah, plenty of stuff to talk about, but I still believe that people just don't realize what's going on around them. Shit's about to get hot. Overall, Zilla, what's going on, bro? Yo, Abdul, what's happening, bro? Let's go. Hey, Tanya, welcome to the stream. Great to have you all the way from New Zealand. Wonderful country. Trump won't lose. Absolutely. We hope not. Democrats may literally blow something up. Listen, it happens. And I think you touch a very important point, right? The elections, in terms of like the importance of elections, I think this is probably the most important election for crypto in general, because last time round, Trump wasn't actually pro crypto at all. So there's a huge expectation right now. But as always, in order not to be disappointed, like what happens in both scenarios. And I think I talked about that the other live stream, where I said, if we get a Harris win, we get a quick dump. But the macro cycle is intact. So none of that's going to change. And I keep saying it. Everyone here tonight who's got a portfolio, a wallet, an exchange is going to win. You're going to win in life, whether you believe it or not. That's your own demons. That's your mentality is telling you you've put too much into this market. You know, this shit is all over. We're not going to make any money. Bitcoin's going to whatever. The recent correction, majority of it, is driven by liquidations. That's where the game's manipulated at. You're probably the safest as you'll ever be holding spot. I kid you not. All the projects we've got, let's say, for example, at 49K, what was Alephium doing when Bitcoin was at 49K? What did we do in that flash crash? What happened to us during the August dump? That was major. So yeah, our minds keep telling us that we're going to lose money. The wife's going to leave. The kids are not going to look cool next year. I promised the kids to drop them off in the school with my Lambo. That's going to happen. I wouldn't say buy a Lambo, but that's going to happen. So never get high by your own supply. I think that's rule number 10. Yeah, smash the like, people. Look, after the live stream, I bet you, like most of us, this is what we do, right? We'll go and search for some crypto news. We'll start to get tons of different opinion. The truth is, no one actually knows what the F's going to happen. So that's even without the Black Swan events, the wars, no one knows. But what we know, the one thing that we know is if you buy crypto a year before the top of the cycle, you've just arrived. So some of us, spare a thought, like some of us have been here for like the bear market, the depths of the FTX, the night when Solana was at $8, when Kaspa was 50% of a penny, and now people are saying, oh, Kaspa is dead. It happens. It happens to every project. And the strange thing is you'll see the KRC20s popping off, even though, for example, now gold is at a great buy price, guys. Fantastic buy level. The leading meme token on Kaspa. So yeah, man, just control your emotions and you'll be good. Absolutely. Got some meme in the portfolio. Fantastic. What memes did you buy, bro? Send us that in the comments. You don't see the whole screen? Guys, you can't see my screen? Yeah, I mean, I can go through this. I mean, you've seen this before. It's just a pointer, a guidance. But whatever these predictions mean, I think I'm being very conservative. But mostly realistic. The ejection point, the point of exit is probably more important than what the general price prediction of a token is. And if you rack up 10x to 15x on Kaspa, you're doing very well. If you take 10 to 20x, depending on when you entered on Sui, you've made life-changing money. If you did 30x, I would even just lower that slightly. If you started to take profit heavily on all of this. Actually, a heavy profit taking for me would be 10x, as always. You know, pulling out the initial plus bit of profit, use that as a, you know, I don't know, Christmas or Eid money or Diwali money. Happy Diwali to you. Anyone who's celebrating that today. Well, you got to pay yourself. You got to pay yourself in December during the pump. But 10x, if you make it 10x, even if you rotate some of that money back into crypto, into let's say, for example, something pops off, you take profit, and then you kind of put that back into, let's say, a Kaspa that's still running. You can also do that. But I would say, can these achieve what I'm actually pointed out to be kind of like risk versus reward here? So you've got, for example, this is relatively, I'd say it's a good project, has printed a lot of things. Right now, there's some question marks, but these are all safe. Put this into the safety category. Yeah, this is kind of hot. It's favored by retail buyers. I have seen some wallets with Tectum that are quite large as well. I'm talking about, 5,000-10,000 tokens, people that go in early, but that's a risk that we all take. But these are hot layer ones, right? So I can see the likes of Tectum or Alf as a layer one blasting off through that 30 to 50x. Very reasonable. Say I can see Say doing 15x from here. Say has market makers and same backers as Solana. So don't be surprised if you see a bit of price action there. And of course, Axelar, I think Axelar will surprise people. I've probably got an exit price of about $15 to $20 for this one. And then Zealous, I mean, this is the lottery bet. If someone's got small money and they're looking for a layer one with a significant upside, I think Zell could be a play. Zell could be. Let me just show you what Zealous is. There are other layer ones as well that come into this category. There's the likes of Devi, very, very small. It's what is it? $5 million market cap. I mean, you might as well go for this instead of a meme coin and save yourself some headache. So that would be kind of like the layer ones that I'm looking at. An interesting one that I actually spent hours looking into the other day was, and we'll talk about Kava as well, but so if you look at the some of the big layer ones, you've got, let me just open up this watch list. You've actually got layer ones that are kind of right now, they're just sleeping. And because people don't like them because of vesting and emissions and that type of thing, where that will take a back seat in the next parabolic phase of the market. So if I was to give you something that's a halfway house between a Zealous and a Tectum or Alf, I would probably say, let's go to layer ones. Let me know, guys. Can you hear the music? Is it too loud? Because I know there's some people aren't into it. So let me see. All right. So the one that has the worst kind of tokenomics out of the lot, but they've just literally bridged into Coinbase, is Zeta or ZetaChain, however you say it. This one should be in your watch list. Why? Because it's got big unlocks in January, February. But behind the scenes, it's one of the kind of like, forget the FDV here. If you look at the market cap for a big layer one, with and I'm not saying buy this because again, I wouldn't jump into this now. I held this in the past and I sold it, and then it started to bleed very heavy. But if anyone knows anything about crypto, is sometimes you get these big, kind of really bad tokenomics on a big layer one, but everything else in the project is building. So yeah, if you want to get into this one, I think there will be an opportunity in January because they're doing a lot. It's just that their tokenomics is shit. We can't help that. So yeah, Tom said, have you looked into Alien Base? You see more on YouTubers talking about it since the pump. Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's just the flavor of the day. And look, it was very risky. And it literally, I mean, today's up 20%, largely because of that. Still very small in terms of market cap. But if you look at this, I mean, it went, in the last week, it just went nuts, absolutely nuts. So what I would say is, in terms of Alien Base, you could make money from it, but I wouldn't buy it right now. It's just kind of like, we got to have some self-respect when these pumps happen. I mean, it's insane. But I did look into it. I've actually done a previous buy led into Alien Base many, many months ago and labeled it as extremely risky. But what's happening now is people are saying, so if you look into this, Base is bullish. By the way, everything else has been down. Base today has been pumping. Base Pepe, you've got Kendu Base, you've got a lot of projects that are just on Base right now, very, very bullish. But what's happened here is the TVL. If you look at the TVL here, it's still very tiny. So people are speculating this being a beta play to aerodrome, and from that perspective, I think it will pump. And yeah, I've looked into it. I was actually looking into it again today because this morning kind of gave me some just kind of some alerts on the price pump. But yeah, it's still relatively small. And the tokenomics, I mean, it does have, look, circulating supply right now, 105 million. So yeah, I think Base does well. This is going to do well. It's going to do well. But yeah, if it cools down, I think it's still relatively small enough to look into it. So yeah, it's not bad at all. Not bad at all, bro. Check Speedy, Hoppy, Grogo, Dorky, Zix, Speedy, Hoppy. I know Hoppy, Dorky. These are all good runners. Yeah, now I'm not. Listen, the thing. If you know me well, you'll know that I hate all of these. I hate chasing these memes. So this is one that I hold, and I've got a substitute for this. I'm gonna put most of my money into small number of meme coins and let them cook. So yeah, right now I'm actually gonna switch all my memes, as I will show you in a minute, exactly what I'm doing with meme coins. Because this strategy of, I mean, if you got into this early, it's still very relatively small. This one's what, $100 million. But here's where my head is at right now. Okay, I'm looking for chain leaders, and I'm seeing, I mean, I've done a buy lead on this, and I'm going to add to my position, and I'm going to try and build a very nice, a decent size, something that I can buy like a normal meme coin, a normal project, and that's Foxy. So what I'm seeing here is I'm seeing a Brett vibe. I'm seeing a Pepe vibe, albeit Linear hasn't launched yet, right? But if you look at all of the meme coins out there, right? If you look at these guys, if you know what exchanges they're on, right? They're on OKX, for example. This is MetaMask. And about 7 months ago, 8 months ago, I did 2 projects out of Linear, which was Linda and Foxy. Now, since then, I realized all along I've been looking at other memes as well. And I can see, look, this is like on OKX, Bybit. You know, it's already on Linear. There's the Linear airdrop that's going to come. Linear is going to start marketing like mad. It's a no-brainer. I'd like to go to bed at night knowing that I'm not holding a bunch of memes for different reasons, just purely because one of these has to pump for me to make money. And someone told me that we're in the meme super cycle. No, I disagree with that. I think we're in the AI super cycle. And the fact that AI has been doing very well. I mean, only second to meme coins. And RWA has done well so far, but I'm going to load up on this like I would in a fundamental project, because I think less than $30 million in market cap with an OKX listing with a massive, massive narrative. And by the way, this depends on how well Linear is received. So when they do the airdrop, when the marketing kicks in, and we're talking about consensus, but I personally don't see, like at this stage of the cycle, and if I want to go to bed at night holding a nice meme coin and having an exposure to the memes, well, none of these ones, none of these others guarantee me a nice 10x, which is the benchmark. You got to grab your 10x, take profit. I think this thing is going to be huge. And I'm not the only one that's saying that. I've actually tracked this for many, many, many months. And because I followed it, I just feel like it's going to have that moment in the sun. The graphics are really well. Like, this is MetaMask. So yeah, this will be, I mean, I'll change. I'm in the process of switching a lot of meme coins into Foxy. And then if you look at the rest of in terms of other meme coins here, what I would say is, you've got, if I was to rank this and that, and if I say this is kind of like, let's put this under hot, and they're all risky, by the way. So, this is also, don't go to the moon, Bitcoin moons, that whole thing's going to go nuts. But then you're starting to look at things like Kendo on Base, Trump MAGA. I held that along with Pepe for the longest time. And you've got Pepe coin as well, large cap, relatively safe. So if you put, like, for example, if you look at Pepe coin as well, with the potential of, 70, these could actually go, if the supply shock happens, I wouldn't be surprised at all that Pepe coin does some incredible numbers. So I'm actually going to narrow these down, like Kazuna runs because of Tau. Blub and Fud, I'm split right in the middle in terms of my exposure to both of them. It's just a bet on Sui. But I would do something like that with meme coins. I would narrow it down to like 3, maximum 3. So I'm going to get out of MAGA very soon, so we can actually remove. Yeah, let's remove MAGA. And of course, this is going to be a quick pump. I think Kendo on Base is an interesting one, and because Kizuna is, I just love the fact that is the first AI meme coin on Tau. But yeah, Foxy will be my number one. Now, still, I have a bag of bread, but I'm going to try and rotate some of that into Foxy as well. So there you go. So if we go back to this, I would say then AI and DePIN, that's a very good discussion there. Yeah, I think we just talked about it, bro. To altcoin season next year. No, everything altcoin, just think about a pump caused by the election, followed by a dump by the market. That happens all the time. But alt season, when we truly see Bitcoin dominance falling, after it touches maybe 70 up to 70%, then we can actually really start to speculate on the bull market. What do you think about this bull run? I think this bull run is going to be bigger, better, stronger than previous ones. I'm not one who subscribes to the idea that this bull run is going to be smaller because of meme coins, or this bull run is going to be left translated, or this bull run. No, none of that. Of course, I don't have a crystal ball. I'm just like you in terms of where I see the sentiment. But let's just think about the catalyst, guys. You've got institutions scooping up Bitcoin. Bitcoin on exchanges is at all-time low. This has never happened before. It's never happened before, guys. This time in the last cycle, we were hiding from Gary Gensler. Crypto was illegal. You couldn't even actually find an exchange over here where I live to actually safely try and cash out. And now you can actually go and literally do OTC sale of $100,000 and have the money in your account within a few hours. Incredible. I really don't see like how this cycle becomes less than previous cycles. Yeah, we've got more coins, but yeah, it's incredible. Yeah, DAI could drop another 50% and still be in profit. You beast. And yeah, we don't have to pay. Yeah, we don't pay that. No. Caress the like button. Yo, Mr. Gregory, how are you, brother? Yeah, bullish on Nacho. Yeah, Nacho's actually come down in market cap as well. Absolutely, bro. Good strategy. 40% AL, 30% TET, 10% MAVIA, 10% AI Tech, 10% SAY, which is your safety net. What do you think? Yeah, I think, listen, that's very, very good. And over time, if you grow your SAY bag so that your largest altcoin has probably got, if there was $1,000, you've put at least a decent percentage into the safer one. But that's very nice. I mean, that's actually good for that 20x, and then take profits. And even if you finish like at 15x and you're out of the market, as long as you're not playing player versus player, guys, some of these tokens will have no liquidity. When everyone is out, that's going to be a problem, right? So you want to be selling in a on a caveman mode right now, in a healthy moment, bro. Yo, Coz, Pat in the building as well, bro. 5x on alien base sold, amazing. No sex listed, absolutely. That's how you play it, bro. What a G, man. Patu's on it. Say hi to Yeti, Joseph, Muzz, Caveman, all of the brothers. Yeah, I will, bro. I will for sure. Just catching up as always with the comments. Yeah, that's a very good question. And listen, guys, do not fall in love with anything. We're gonna try and cut any BS crypto projects, but Let's put that into perspective. So right now, because we're not in alt season and it's a micro cap, I mean, no doubt, because recently they've been promoting ambassador programs. Therefore, they're going to hire more KOLs. But the weak price action, Tectum is not alone. It's more visible to us because it's one of the projects that we hold, and everybody talks about it. Every YouTuber has Tectum, and that's not always the the price action will pick up. Tectum will do really well. When you think about stupid money coming into the market, bro, what happens is that projects far worse than Tectum do 100x, literally. And recently, I mean, I've been telling the group that on some of the some of the previous pumps, I saw ghost chains. What's going on here? Just add this back. I've seen ghost chains that pump 5, 6, 10%, and it's literally no one using it. Absolutely no one. So if you're concerned about TET, what I would say, just be patient with it. Stack up on the depths. I have no alarms or nothing to concern me about how Tectum is going to perform this cycle. What I'm loving, though, is that the price action, the volume, there's not a lot of volume in these altcoins. Bitcoin dominance is up. This is a micro cap. The trading volume for TET in the last 24 hours across all of the different exchanges has just been under 600,000. I mean, that is nothing if you think about it. And recently, because like I said, few wallets actually hold a decent portion of TET. People are always going to take profit. The person that's holding TET at $8, who got in at $3, is in profit. So I can understand some of those pressures, but what I look for is, can the project garner enough interest in a bull market to print money? And there are many, many projects that I'm worried about. Tectum is not one of them. Even though it's been very sluggish, even though it's been very slow, you can see here there are daily posts. And interestingly, I went to a spaces where this guy was speaking, and what I noticed was, like, it was kind of like a heated debate between Mr. Alexander and the other co-host. So this guy is passionate about this. I mean, look, at the end of the day, it is on my it's one of these projects I'm watching heavily. Let's just put it that way, to make sure that we stay vigilant. But this is gonna make people a lot of money, and this is what I was talking about. There is a new marketing push. I'm sure in the next 6 weeks you're gonna be sick and tired of hearing about Tectum. If you're not holding it. So, like, in the words of Crypto Galaxy, man, it's gonna go to the moon. I'm liking on Moonwell. Yeah, I did say that the other day. I agree with you, Tom. I mean, Moonwell is, I think the pump was ahead of schedule, in my opinion. Because if you look at it, I mean, 12%, and I wouldn't even just jump in straight away. Let's see what happens. I mean, this is largely driven by base, I believe. Even though most people think that this is just purely on Moonwell and Moon River. If you look at this, powered by Moonbeam, Base, Optimism, Moon River. So the base element has been the major factor here, right? Lend, borrow, and people are looking for the next Pendle. People are looking for the next aerodrome. DeFi projects in general become very, very important in a bull run. So that's why you've seen that pump. But it just literally, I mean, for me, this is the kind of thing, put your digital assets to work, lend or borrow to handle whatever life throws at you, pay it back on your own schedule. So people are starting to kind of think about, these protocols in a bull market. Sun Wukong in the building. Sun Wukong. Let's talk about those actually, bro. So in the AI and DePIN narrative, I've got BasedAI, AGI AI tech here. DAI is fast becoming a position of sizable note in my portfolio. And then for DePIN, I've put Ionet and Aether. So let's make the case. The inflation for both of these is not ideal. Like, there's obviously a lot of inflation. In the case of Aether, you've got the checker notes as well, doing a lot of passive income. But, and there is a big but here, the token economy, token utility, and the fact that they've got the best GPUs could be something to watch. I'm not saying buy these. I'm just saying as far as projects that could actually have or serve crypto in general in the next leg up, I think these two will have a massive say. Of course, we've got Peak as the overall layer 1 AI. That's actually launching on the 12th, which is next month. In 2 weeks' time, you're going to have Peak networking, hit the market. So this will be ultimately I think this was like 7 cents on CoinList in the pre-sale that we got into. I'm not sure how many people got allocation, but they started to do the token distribution. I think this one is worth waiting for in the DePIN space for sure. So the CoinList, and if some of you remember, I think CoinList also did Solana back in the day. So Peak's going to be very, very interesting. So it could well mean that by the time this launches, it could be a perfect storm. So this is what I'm watching for the airdrop, for any sell pressure, because I think as a layer 1, specific DePIN project, I think this one's going to print for us, potentially, if we can get into it at decent prices. All right. Just keep going. Trump wins, then we will see the biggest bull run in history. Absolutely. If they don't kill him first. The last 13 days, there's been over 4 billion in facts. Big facts, bro. Hello if listen, it's going to be, I think it will be a flash crash. I don't think it will be sustained level of, because at the end of the day, the market wants stability. The market wants to know who's going to be president. That's also important. So both sides will be printing money. One is pro crypto. One actually owns a crypto project and is campaigning on, solving global issues. So that's where the sentiment is. But yeah, potentially Zix. Absolutely. That's what I've been kind of particularly looking at, actually. Caveman. Yeah, let's go through these. Down on ICP, debating on swapping it for Sui 7x. Yeah, I think that's a no-brainer there. Why would I wait for ICP's general purpose computing and the Bitcoin aspect of it and trying to computerize the whole world when I can get the most viral layer 1 at $5 billion to go to Valhalla and get you more than 7x, bro? I think that's that debate is very, very easy. I think I can see Sui even doing more transaction volume than a lot of established layer ones. I really can. And it is financial advice, by the way. Let's continue with this. I still think meme coins are the best play. Yeah, look, the very, very good observation there, because that's the fact. And it's very hard to argue against meme coins being the best play. But we hear about Popcat and WIF and all of these insider tokens, including whatever Murad is pumping. Man, very few people make money from meme coins. I mean, yeah, you might be lucky, but you've got to have I don't know, you've got to have some kind of what I call a fundamental belief, because everything is a meme at the end of the day. But what's more memeable? And some of I think AI, honestly, AI is a super cycle. AI is a sure bet. We're using AI every day in our lives. It's already changing lives. And I think AI and blockchain, more than any other narrative, I mean, AI is going to be the one that I'm betting ridiculous amounts of money to come out for people this cycle. Pratik said, thoughts on BBW? I'm not into that stuff, bro. Oh, Lord. You set me up for that one. BWB, I have no idea what this is. Oh, BitGet. I mean, I don't buy exchange tokens. It's not a BNB type of situation, bro. So I wouldn't really buy an exchange token. Yeah, fundamentally, yeah, it is. But at the end of the day, I mean, could you imagine when the X1 launches on Sui? Just think about it. And I see a lot of people also coming into crypto with a lot of ignorance. So they look at the chart. There's few things there. I mean, I held ICP, love the ecosystem, but it is the ICP ecosystem. I think that was why I sold a while back. Last year, actually, to be precise, in 2023, I got out of my ICP because I fell in love with the fundamentals of ICP more than the pumpermentals. I just can't see any coin outperforming Kaspa from the lows this cycle. I heard a rumor that Archie wears Max. What's going on, man? What's happening, bro? Just wanted to raise awareness. My goodness, Archie's cool, bro. Yo, what's up, Bill? Hope you're well. You don't have any mint layer? Yes, I do, brother. I actually, my staking ends today. Thanks for reminding me. I need to bring it back into the wallet, because from here onwards, I'm going to be holding some tokens in the wallet rather than staking them. Have a look at 6. Let's go. Sorry. 6. Carbon browser. 8 million. I think we've looked at this before. If I'm correct, in the live stream. On BNB. I'm usually not interested in these. If I'm being quite frank with you, but I will give you what I think. The fastest Web3. Yeah, this is the one that we looked at. So yeah, ad block. So literally you're looking at Brave, crypto wallet. It's all in one place. I don't know. Have you used it? Because ultimately what happens with some of these, they become good, really good tools. Yeah, there you go. So very good speed. Yeah, I might give them a try. Actually, and just research how the token economy. I mean, I'm not really keen on investing in them, but in terms of using it, I think it might be something really interesting. Into gaming, AI layer once in March and got wrecked. Damn, bro. Now I'm shifting capital into new memes only. Good strategy. If it works for you, bro, you've been burnt already. Yeah, Becca's. I think that video will go down in history. An absolute true legend. There was no BS. There was no, that's someone that was talking from the heart. And I think sometimes people accuse him of pumping stuff. I think he's hilarious. I think he's definitely the GOAT in terms of just that video alone, because people won't tell you that. People won't actually give it to, I think Alex Becker feels a spot in crypto that's very, very difficult because everyone is just everyone's just talking shit, really, most of the time, if you think about it. He says it how it is. And that exit video, if anyone hasn't seen it, man, go check it out because it will help you. Because someone like that, and I do believe he will dump on people. He said so. He said so. Player versus player, eye for an eye, game of musical chairs. Sell before the masses, to the masses, and hopefully you don't have to hold any coins into the depths of while you're watching 100x gain, you realize there's no liquidity in that shit, and you get stuck until there isn't. Facts, bro. I don't need more dumps. It's gonna change, man. It's gonna change. I mean, the amount of money coming into the system that has come into the system is astronomical. It's mental. Alaikum assalam, bro. Do you think the market will dip after the election? Facts, yeah. I think it will. Especially inauguration. If Trump wins, we're going to be pumping all the way to January. I really believe that. I think Trump will cause a monumental avalanche in crypto. And then if, of course, Harris wins, we'll get a quick sell the news into the election day by whales. Results come in, boom, get a flash crash, and then just move sideways, and then go nuts. Yeah, I think save 20-30x potentially for DNX. I've done plenty of the predictions. Yeah, thank you, bro. Happy Diwali to you too, bro. This has been the biggest test for crypto holders. Sideways action has been, man, Demetrius, bro, you speak the facts. Psychology is the worst. I mean, the worst part of it. Ain't no way AGI is doing 30 out of 200 million. You can go 20x, 20 to 30x, and you'd be out. 10x, you'd be out. 15x. It has the potential, but potential and reality, nobody knows. So that's why I said his predictions, brother. SCF. Let's have a look. SCF. Smoking fish. Yeah, down 17% today. That meme coin, isn't it? That banter meme coin. Let's have a look. Because it has a lot of whales. 54 million. Market cap's not bad. On MEXC and Quinix as well. Had a decent correction as well. Very good volume at 3 million. For 50 million, that's not bad at all. Yeah, not a bad meme. I mean, there's I think a few big whales hold it as well. I'm going in with dry powder, getting more memes. Nice. Not about makeup break. Nice, bro. Facts, bro. Our music's fine. Thank you, man. Thank you, bro. Oh, you like the music, bro? I listen. Last time I think it was a bit too loud. I was clubbing a little bit. Still holding a bag of XRP HR. Oh man, welcome back to the future, bro. You're showing me my 2022-2023 bag. Oh, listen, I would say get out, and it depends on the size of these bags. So if you held them from like 2021, 2022, sometimes we become attached to them, because I'm sure you've probably got, for those particular projects, you're probably holding them in a ledger. And once they get into the ledger, it's kind of like they stay in there. So what I did was I got out of all of them back in 2023. And I don't suppose you should hold them too. I would buy Sui. I would look at Say. I would look at Alf. I would look at BasedAI. Or any project that we've had up there is way better than these. They just don't have mind share. Having said that, I know Quant is pushing around with the Bank of England and doing a whole lot of the I think there was recent news that I've talked about as well. So yeah, there's things going on. I guess some of these, when you sell them, they might pump. So this is the lowest I've actually seen Quant, including the bear market. Look at this. $52, 23rd of June, 2022. On the night of FTX, I actually had some safety in Quant. It really saved me in the bear market. This was the best token to hold throughout all the drama of 2022. If you look at this, let's go to FTX here. So look at November, right? Look at this. Look at this, guys. Look at November 2022. $162. And the lowest it dropped to was 114. And bearing in mind, the crypto was in a dark, very, very dark spot here. Very dark spot. So I'd like to thank Quant for saving my money in the bear market when everything else, including Solana, just dumped on me. But it's now officially a stable coin. And this recent news has people thinking, because what they're doing really here is they are looking at literally TradFi, really. But I'm not in the promise of this whole, it's a little bit too late, too little too late for me. The digital pound and digital euro. I'm not into that stuff. And again, HBAR is another one that went into RWA, and it's got some news that's in the pipelines. But you've got to make that choice, bro. I wouldn't hold those. SPX is down. Well, yeah, SPX will be big. If you're looking at, just think about Pepe at 7 billion. 700 million. It just went to 7 billion, did a 10x from there. Sui-man. Let's have a look at Sui-man. Sui-man is, let's have a look, up 16%. It's just those $2 million in market cap. I mean, very difficult to look at these and actually have an informed opinion about them. Chart looks decent. Volume's decent to market cap. I think this one might pump. On CETAS, listed on XT. Yeah, not a bad meme. I do prefer the FUD and Blub. I might rotate ML into Alien if it corrects. Both are risky, but base narrative is a smart move. I mean, if you definitely believe that's going to catch the win, I think that's not a bad idea. So in terms of Fox, I mean, yes, it does have dilution. And it does actually reserve some of those tokens for the ecosystem as well, and an airdrop. So it's not as bad as we think. And you never know. I mean, in terms of any of these meme coins, nobody truly knows where they're going. But there is no clear vesting schedule. But I do believe with consensus, I mean, look, 28 million, even with the current tokenomics, if it goes to 280 million, you've just made 10x. Could you think of an easy 10x on something that's so heavily backed on OKX? And I was just reading stuff about, maybe even Coinbase might pick that one up as a listing. So you never know. But I feel like from risk to reward ratio right now, 28 million on one of the largest crypto companies in the world backing you. I think it's going to be fireworks. What price did you at the end of the bull for TAP protocol? Price prediction for TAP. Listen, 21 million, 70 or 80 million FDV. I think this one is going to run. But, and I do caution people, you've got to remember the initial, I think idea was around $5 or something like that. So really, look, this is going to come down a little bit more, but so far, with the circulating supply fully diluted 138 million, 21 million in circulation. I haven't actually done the price prediction for this at all, but it really depends on many factors. I think I would wait for a period before I can realistically look into the price prediction of this. But you've got overall the tokenomics here, same number as Bitcoin. And this is a very competitive field. So you've got the likes of Merlin Chain, you've got the likes of Core, and you've got smaller projects as well. Interesting today that even Banter was talking about Vela, and that was clearly a paid shill, because this project had horrible tokenomics built on stacks. Stack has the Nakamoto upgrade coming up. So yeah, look, it's not just mint layer, it's literally every Bitcoin related project, and this has horrible tokenomics as well. FDV 54 million, and since it came out, but it is actually built on stacks. So yeah, it's crypto mafia, absolutely, bro. AOS I think it has a lot of backing. I think they'll market make that one. I think it does a 10x from there. Mike Larry, tokenomics is jokes. Yeah, I'll listen. Like I told you, 28 million to 280 million. People are way too fixated on tokenomics. Oh my God. They do play a factor, no doubt. Look at ZetaChain, look at Manta, look at every other project that had that level of festing. But this is a meme coin, I think, that will be pumped. I've done my research on it, and I think there's way more upside than downside. Crypto Hammer, what's going on, bro? Hope you well. Yeah, I'm gonna actually buy some more Foxy as well. Get to a level where I can just leave it alone. Anytime, I think Retardo was the one. A redo, sorry. Let's have a look at. I think this is and it's on a nice dip as well. Well, I mean, the whole ton ecosystem right now is literally kind of fallen off, cooled off, whatever you call it, since Pavel got picked up. But Tom will be big, especially they've got announcements coming. But yeah, this is Art Dog is actually back to a respectable level. This got to 125 million and is now down to 25 million. So yeah, decent as well. Yeah, that's a good lineup on the Sui exchange. I mean, Sui network. I think that's a solid lineup. Do you think Rune? Yeah, getting into Dog. There were few that I used to track. I think Dog is the one. Falling down in price, yeah, naturally, but runes will actually be, remember, ordinals basically. So if you look at runes will just stay quiet for a while. There are a few of these that I really like. You've got the Satoshi Nakamoto one. He's been in the news. Finally, Satoshi is going to dock himself. But this is a very, very interesting area. So the biggest one here is and it's very tiny compared to, I mean, the kind of people that had this, you know, this was an airdrop. If you held rune stones, you're looking at, I mean, this is the biggest meme coin on Bitcoin, essentially, $300 million. And then you got pubs, but then you start to look down the list, and it's very difficult. I think with runes, you just need one, maximum two, if you want to hold two. But there are tons of options. I mean, some of these are kind of OG rune mints. So yeah, this is an interesting one here. Satoshi Nakamoto. When Bitcoin hits all-time highs, guys, this is going to go nuts. Because I've always anticipated when runes were launched, if you look back at Audi as well and ordinals, it took a while. And exposure here is quite important, especially if you play the meme game. Bitcoin maxes love this kind of thing. So yeah, you never know. Bank of Nakamoto, you've got a few of these that will do really well. But I do like just to get the leader and you'll be good. Are you still holding Blob? Yes, I am. Indeed. Yeah, Blob's going to print. I think Sui Man looks interesting. OTK still dipping. Goodbye zone. Yeah, I would think so. I haven't seen anything that changed with OTK. Like I always say in every live stream, I think the risk is higher because it's a micro cap. So what a lot of people do is they get the whole game wrong. Like they think these micro caps are the answer to their bear market. I mean, sorry, to their bull market and all their financial needs, and they sit there calculating how many X's they're going to pull from mint layer and OTK, and those are $1,000 could literally yield you $50,000 to $100,000 in a season. But you also want to pull money out of the market as well. So you need to go up the market cap ladder. Always try to have exposure to one or two different market cap sizes for sure. Your opinion is pumping from the bottom. Yeah, I saw that, bro. Yeah, this was absolutely the worst budget in living. This is, guys, listen, you know, I said in the Discord, Dubai is waiting for a lot of you guys. Dubai has become the home to many Brits. It's now Benidorm, Ayia Napa, Lanzarote, Costa del Sol, Malaga, Tenerife, all rolled into one. Everyone's just literally moving to Dubai from the UK. And guys, you're more than welcome. You know, this has been, I mean, raising tax. This whole thing is just wrong right now. And you know, when I was in the UK back in the days, you know, government talks a lot of shit. You know, we're all in together. You know, this is what genuinely people in the UK actually believe. Whether conservative or Labour is any different. Nah, man. It's one side of they all live in Richmond. they all live in Hammersmith and I don't know. Where all these posh areas. Not Hammersmith, but anyway. What I'm seeing here is since the major collapse, Royal Bank of Scotland and the whole financial system went to shit, we've been suffering. So if any of you have been to the UK, you know, early 2000s were a fantastic time to be in the UK. You know, get a job, you can earn a decent salary. And then, of course, the banking system failed, and one shit government after one shit government, and now we land into this no man's land, really likely to hit wage growth. So why are you doing it? Why are you fighting wars? Right? What did Tupac say? You know, They got money for wars, but can't feed the poor. It's all shit, man. Welcome to Dubai, guys. Escape this hellhole. Key takeaways. We're gonna take your money. One. Number two, you're not gonna afford to. You can't call the police, right? you you basically have an issue in London, and I had my laptop stolen one day. The only mistake I made was I was in a lovely coffee shop and I went to the toilet. Came back, my MacBook was gone. So obviously, being frantic, there's crypto and all kinds of shit. Called the police and they're like, "Would like to give you a reference number." It's like, fuck off. Eventually, went to the police station, and big up Acton police station for their uselessness. Absolute rubbish. And I had to line up as a victim of a crime, and they started to interview me, man. Yeah, someone will call you back. Why did you come here? The police were disappointed that I showed up because my £5,000 laptop got taken with, with all my everything in a split second. I just went to pee. Oh, the number you're calling knows you're waiting. Please check the number and try again. The UK is failed society, and people attack people like Andrew Tate for stating the obvious. It's fucking shit. There's like 200 mobile phones a day stolen in the middle of London, Oxford Street, and it's nothing. Yeah, someone comes up to you, holds a knife, and now they're cutting. So the NHS, which is shit, by the way, I don't know, man. I don't know what's happened to. Don't know what's happened to the UK, man. Bring the Queen back to sort this out. But yeah, nah, I'm not too happy. Of course, I've got all my family over there. I've got my brother there. I've got, my sister's there. Pick up my sister if she's watching. She's a doctor in the UK, and yeah, she's going private because you can't work for the NHS anymore. So I don't want to go into the UK too much, but like they say, it's not looking good, bruv. Welcome to Dubai. Any Jasmine holdings? I'm holding 50K. Plan is for 10 from here minimum. Is that $10, Chris? I left Jasmine back in 2022, 2023. And it's going to be difficult to get to $10. I think you need to reevaluate that, bro. Do you like Art Block? Nah, it's an old token, has already pumped hard, and I don't hold it. I don't like it. Yeah, most of you OGs will hold Jasmine from last year or the 2021, 2022, and the prices were very good. It's pumped quite nicely. $10. It's mental. That's pain. I like both. I think FUD has the OG status, and Blob has big backing from the team as well. So yeah, it's amazing, bro. Dude, the interaction tonight is fantastic. Thank you, bro. I'm trying to speed up. Price prediction for all. I haven't scientifically done one, bro, but I wouldn't be surprised if it did 20, 30x potentially, based on the unlocks as well. Goes to $1. Don't expect it to go to, man, imagine from 50% of a penny to $1. That's incredible. I would take that and run. Financial advice, Tom. I still have my wallet, ICP and the ecosystem. I fell in love with it, bro. Oh, sorry, Chris. 10x. Yeah, I think it does 5 to 10x. Is possibility for sure. But you could actually get a lot more buck for your money, I believe, than holding Jazz. But when it pumps, it pumps. So I guess you can always insane. 70% is high. 80% without alts moving. Yeah, it's too hard. Yeah, 70% is high, but possibilities. I've got halfway midpoint, so hopefully we'll go 64, 65, and then hopefully that'll be the top. Izzy, Matt Fury. I mean, there's just sheer too many of them, bro. I don't have an opinion because I don't even know Izzy. The only Izzy I know is a single, right? But I think is it Iggy? Sorry, I don't even. Is it Muzzy? Is it? I mean, 1 million. I mean, what's the narrative here? Matt Fury, another dog, pumped nicely. What did he get to? 6 million. I mean, hasn't had. I mean, the biggest pump it had was 6 million, and it's been out for a month. Yeah, I'd say watch list because you've got to look at who's holding it, what they're holding. What's all my Jasmine? Yeah, Jasmine is a ridiculously good name. Spectral AI. I did a buy lead on it, 470, 480 many months ago. Bought some, traded it, and right now I think the narrative of AI agents is going to be big. So yeah, it will pump eventually. A lot of people that I think they've missed spec. I mean, the price went from $4.70 or $5 to $10. Not a massive move. Sold my house, so 20x would give me 7 million. Man, Mateus. Balls. I love that, bro. 10x is 20 cents. Jasmine hoping for... Yeah, bro. If you got the conviction, stick to it. And that's it. Yeah. 50K. Spectral AI. Yeah, it does have potential. It will pump for sure. On base, the two projects I posted, I mean, you know, I wish we would have bought virtual was probably the one that got away because that I found that very, very early, and I still have the post of my initial buy lead. Then a week before the pump, one of our brothers in the Discord said, "Yo, what do you think again?" And I was like, "Look, you know, it'll do well because it's on base, but we never really got into buying tons of it." But that's the story. That's the story with many altcoins. I think you just have to find contentment and believe in the ones that you hold when that happens to you. What do I think of Shiba Inu? What would it do? I think that's the story of the last cycle. I think about it the same way as Doge and any of those. They will get pumps, but yeah, to the point where we will see astronomical gains. Those days are really over. You've got to get like the Bretts, the Foxys, the SP, even SPX. If you can rotate that money that you hold in SHIB into something like an SPX, I think you'll do really well. What's up? What's up? What's up, brother? Foxy going to be big. Yeah, I think so, bro. I think all the meme coins from the kind of like big chains have done really well. And I think a combination of airdrops on linear, I think it will go nuts. Speedy, bro. Everyone talks about Speedy. I don't really have any Speedy, and I don't actually. I've heard of it, but looked into it. Up 20%, 39 million. I feel like, you know, this is, look, this looks like the Kaspa chart of early days, right? To the right, dip, to the right, a nice little dip. Just under 40 million. I think the market cap makes it mature. It makes it relatively decent. Like it'd be something that I would hold purely because of the price action. But if you got into this around the early parts of the month, you know, you've done really, really well, up 20% on Ethereum. And if you look at the exchanges, well, really, it's doing all of this without being listed on any major exchange. So decent, yeah. Yeah, it's a decent meme for sure. Very decent. I mean, this is what you want in terms of like, and again, you need to look into the wallet distribution and see who's holding the majority of this. But just from the chart and the fact that there's, yeah. Jeez. Yeah. Nice. Nice one. Oh, okay. So that's the narrative. Brilliant. Yeah, looks decent. Speedy Gonzalez. Is the new turbo? I mean, the chart looks, I'm not going to lie, the chart looks absolutely fantastic. Hobby is the OG before Pepe. Nice pullback. Yeah, it kind of dropped off. Goldfinch is, I mean, to be honest, the this particular job, I mean, wasn't insane. Got this dip and then got put back up and then it dipped a little bit again. If the project fundamentals don't change, which they clearly don't, and you've got Coinbase listing, RWA narrative, I mean, people would have bought this at $3, right? And it's funny what the sentiment makes, unless there's news that I'm not aware of, which is always a good thing to kind of investigate with a project. But 10% today, when projects have actually dropped on average about that same. So yeah, it's decent. It's decent. If you hold this, you can add to it for sure. Because honestly, it goes back to $3. People are so funny, and then they'll start saying, "Oh, GFI now is pumping again. Let me get some." It's the wrong mentality. You've got to buy unless you can recognize a clear reason why it dropped. For me, this looks like it's just a typical market movement with everything else. So yeah, it's decent, bro. Nice. Very nice. Pepe goes to 30, 40 bill. Hobby will do 2 to 5 bill. Reasonable target, I suppose. Hey, Pedro. Buonanotte. Good morning. Good afternoon. I'm going to learn Portuguese soon, man. Pedro said, thoughts on Doug. What is Doug doing? Let's have a look at Doug. Let's make a nice meme show tonight, man. Doug's gonna 1000x. Not financial. That one's not financial advice. I'm joking, bro. Just gonna bring up my page. Where you at? Doug the dog. Boom, boom. Let's go to Coinmarket. Let me go back in again. There's another duck one that was meant to be really, really good. Yeah, this thing is down 18%. The only reason why you will hold something like this is because it's at $2 million market cap, I think. Had a little pump. Volume was nice. On the 30th, had a little sell-off. That's natural. $2 million. On Solana. Yeah, I mean, listen, as far as the market, because people have different needs, right? I think some people want to get into something that's a bit more stable. Personally, between looking at this one and the previous one, I think the previous one is way better because it's had a nice come up in a shorter period of time. If you look at this has been out since June. And apart from these peaks and troughs, I mean, the chart is pretty much quite linear. So yeah, if you hold this, I think you could wait for a better day, for pumpamentals. But It's got listings as well. Toolbit, Radium. You know, for those many months, I'd expect something like this to be listed. But yeah, you never know, bro. 35% into and 65%. Yo, that is Max is not having it. Octavia is pretty much, I wouldn't say dead because I don't track it at all, but yeah, there's something like this is, I mean, very small market cap. 50% circulation. I mean, this is not more than the price action. I think the product is not good. You know, I tried to use this sometime before. If you look at this, for users, for business, I mean, basically all they offer is a smart Web3 assistant. And I tried to use it a couple of times. I'm not sure if they've actually improved this. But when I did, it was the experience was really bad. So I wouldn't invest into this at all. No reason for me to buy this. And if you hold it, wait for a better day. If you want to get out of it, I mean, sometimes you can take that, whatever you've got left, if you've actually been hit badly with this, you can actually make the money quickly by getting into something else quite fast. So yeah, I wouldn't touch that. The chart is horrendous. There is no volume in it. What's the volume here? I mean, there's nothing. It's dead. Yeah. Yeah, keep that one moving. Hewitt, talked about it a lot at the start of the stream. It's decent, but it's too hot right now. So wait for the pullback. CETAS and NAVIX, brilliant. I think those are equally as good, like in terms of an upside potential, and you are in the ecosystem. I think CETAS will surprise a lot of people. Is ASI going to be the main AI player in this cycle? Seems like the strongest branding. I think the main AI project this cycle is Bitensor. ASI do not compare to Tau. Very strong. I mean, you've got 3 teams that came together to launch a token. But that kind of made me feel a little bit less, how would you say, optimistic, to be honest. Valuation is quite big. I think it's slightly smaller than Tau, or about the same. Let's have a look. And sometimes I feel like it's Fetch that's actually driving the whole thing. I don't know if you guys get a sense of that. The Super Alliance, obviously they will make Super PAC to pump this token up, but if you're going to get into an AI project at $3.4 billion, if you hold it from, like, I got into Fetch AI at around 14 cents and then I sold it, which is what you do, like, during the bear market. You play around with these things sometimes, you know. And but what I would say is, if you're looking for the absolute goats of AI, what you can do is, let's look at the price of Tau, for example. You've got the same market cap, albeit fully diluted, is obviously 10 billion here, but it's just not comparable for me. I spend a lot of time in the Tau subnet, and I think if you wanted to go and increase your risk, I think looking at BasedAI could be a good, decent AI option here as well. But if I'm comparing this to ASI, I'll definitely, my money would be in Tau. Which exchange? I mean, I use tons of them. I've KYC'd for all of the exchanges. I made a mistake once, and I remember sending instead of my local ID, I sent my British passport to an exchange, and they were like, "Yep, we're going to freeze the account." I had to get into it with him, but yeah, nice bag of AAA. Congrats, bro. Favorite market cap range to look up for most multiples, relatively safe. I think 50. I think 50 million is pretty sweet level, because if you think about, if you're averaging a bunch of 20x's in your portfolio, you've done incredibly well. And of course, if you look at, for example, Alephium, 100 million, BasedAI, 80 million, 83 million, Tectum's like 63, you know, currently speaking anyway. And then, of course, in the $1 billion mark, those are where I would try and park some, you know, if I was to put, you know, $10,000 or 20,000, 30, 50,000 into a coin, I'd look at a billion plus. Although I've actually done the 10,000 allocation, I've done that multiple times. I'm actually doing it now more than 10,000 with the likes of BasedAI, Alephium, way more actually. Like into, I'm allocating the size of a bag of a big layer one into my riskier ones, because I think I can offset that with the big layer ones that I hold. Cat 2.0 protocol is the next Audi. Let's have a look. Cat 20, is it? I'll try and see where. Cat 20. So this is on. Yeah, I'll probably, let me skip through these and I'll wrap it up. Indian traders are moving to Dubai too. Yeah, bro. Like if you go to certain places, you know, I had a friend today that was telling me, you know, there's just chilling with like Da Vinci and that, you know, there's like crypto people everywhere in Dubai. It's nuts. Literally have every place you went to on an 18 to 30. Yeah, man, UK, bro. I left 14 years ago, and at the time it was still decent, you know. I could still play my Sunday league at the time. There are elements of the UK. I mean, for those that have the capacity to live well, I still believe it's like one of the best places to actually enjoy life in the, you know, not in the city centers and in the crowded, you know, kind of crowded cities, but the UK has amazing you know, it's a wonderful country. You know, you miss stuff like simple things that you can only get from the UK. But for the average person, man, life is tough. Yeah, just wars, you know, just bunch of shit, man. We've been punching above our weight for years on the international scene. I think UK should have done what Switzerland have done, you know, like just focus on like a decent economy, decent life for the people. I made a mistake one night recently when I was there in the summer. Went into I had some food poisoning. Went into like a local hospital, and I just looked around. I got better. As soon as I went to reception, I was like, actually, guys, I'm just gonna go home. I'm doing well. And they were like, no, you gotta stay. You know, give us your ID, please. What are you talking about? This has been my childhood hospital. Yeah, you know, what does she say? She goes, the waiting time. So I got there midnight and I was sick. And I looked around and I saw people that were literally, and it was a Saturday night. So, you know, you got everybody like, you know, you got people that got bottled and blood everywhere and bloody hell. Like it looked like a scene from The Walking Dead. You know when Walking Dead starts and Rick Grimes is in the hospital and the zombies are just kicking off, and he's like half asleep, wakes up from the coma. That's how I felt, man. Seriously. So things that I should never see. The market is giving the illusion that altcoins will never go. Yeah. And then kill everyone, Doug. Facts. Should I sell my bum? I thought you said, should I sell my home, bro? And rotate that into Blob or Foxy? Really depends, bro. Like, if you're up in profit, take some profit, and yeah, you can rotate. But some tokens like Boom, I think they're slightly down anyway. Yeah, Pith is probably the most important oracle on Solana, and as far as in terms of bullishness goes, aren't they used by Sui as well? I think they are. Slightly bigger market cap, but you got to remember there's a price for certain products. I mean, look, I don't invest in oracles, including Chainlink. Even though Chainlink is probably will have its major cycle, the cycle after this, I think Chainlink becomes just a mammoth, a gigantic project. But this one's interesting. This one's also actually I believe, Sui oracle. So yeah, if you're looking for kind of like a relatively low risk, low reward, I think it'll be decent. I'm going to have 18K ALF by the end of this year. Demetrius, man, you are a whale, bro. Let us know. Join the DXB crypto community. Let us know when you're gonna sell, because you're gonna give us a red candle for sure. Congrats, nice one. Spec will be cheap even at 25. Spectral AI, the caveman said it. Polytrade, very low market cap right now. Decimated. Gaming. Billy. So Billy and these guys, I don't actually know Billy. The only Billy I know is called Billy Lee Saunders. He's a boxer. 28 mil. So many dogs. Chart on the way down. When did it top? July. Exchanges. Don't say Uniswap, L-Bank. So yeah, Mexi. I don't know. I mean, $28 million market cap. It is Solana meme coin. So I've seen hundreds of Billies. I kid you not. Like, I've seen this dog everywhere. Bloody hell, man. Like, they just... I've seen this dog. Like, I'm starting to get... I'm getting confused with meme coins, guys. Doesn't Billy look like Willy? Seriously, guys. Oh, man. Crypto's gone nuts. You know, sometimes I feel like, you know, some days I pray for Gary Gensler 2.0. Man, we need some meme regulations. If you've made life-changing money in memes, and put that, you know, put that into the comments, please. No one's ever made that. Crows on the AGI flight, nice. You're getting old, Iggy. Let's get dizzy, and let's call Biggie. I'm talking about Billy. RTR. Sick, bro. I think this has been the most fun I've had in a live stream, by the way. So relaxed today, guys. I have a small bag of MAGA, 420 on average. Okay, next week you're going to be taking profits. Waiting for big profits just to break even. Nah, you'll break more than even, Johnny. Yeah, with the Trump token, listen, we're going to be watching election night, and either way, they're going to be pumping. We should probably live stream for the sake of our meme coins, but Yeah, I think you're worrying about it a bit too much, because if you look at this is the blue chip Trump token. This is what you should be holding right now. And the difference between 420 and 680, sorry, 368 is absolutely nothing. So basically, if you think about the upside, break even, you can do that in a wick, you know. But I think this has a lot of flavor left in it. Has not peaked except here. At the very least, I'm actually expecting this to come up to this $20 level, $20 level. A most undervalued project. That's RTR, bro. It's still the Republic. Jeez. A chart is not good for your health. Chop, 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 chop. Feeling this tune, man. Yeah, coffee as well. Yo, Nick, legend. Thank you, bro. Just wanted to get your opinion into BasedAI right now. Is it too late? Absolutely not. Absolutely not, bro. $2.50. I mean, I've DCA'd into this on the way down and on the way up. And I do believe right now, even at this price, $2.50, you're getting in at the absolute lows before it goes nuts. So, yeah, $92 million market cap. It's cheap. That one's cheap as cheap chips. Thank you, Patriot. Coffee AI is the caveman token. My brother, the legend. And it was pumping. I think you posted this in the Discord today, bro. Is it coffee? Yeah. It's this one. Nah, it's not this one. Anyway, I think it's on Uniswap. Yeah, I got decent price prediction for Alf, bro. I've got some good target levels as well. Psychological levels. First looking at for price discovery, $10. After that, then we're looking at, according to my exit sheet, I'm looking at 20, 25, all the way up to profit taking levels, all the way up to $55. Yeah, all the way up to $55. But obviously, majority of the profit will come out on the first two targets. ARC as well, bro. All the gems are coming out, guys. These are fantastic gems. Any thoughts on Kaspa? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Very scary. Caught up quite nicely. You've got Gonzo in the building, my bro. Bonadir, bro. Good morning. All the way from Buenos Aires. Yo, guys, that tune is mad. Anyway, guys, I've come to the end of the live stream, but it's been amazing. So I'm not going to leave you just like that. I'm going to give you a bonus. Sometimes we need to share good music, man. Oh my days, that beat is mental. Yo, Cave, are you... wait. Cave is mining that USDT nonstop, man. What a lovely way to go out, man. Guys. Steve, man, my brother there. Peace. Anyway, it looks like the tune is, honestly, you just need a nice Cuban on a night like this. Yeah, Cave's the man. Anyone seen his portfolio? I have, and it's absolutely mental. Real winner of the cycle is Caveman, my brother. Guys, this weekend's going to be volatile. This weekend's going to be good. Good time to buy crypto. Good night, everyone. God bless.